Today, we're going to take you on a tour of a very awesome dive site that I just experienced for the first time. Let's dive in and explore. Welcome back, guys. My name is Blake, and I'm a professional recreational scuba diving instructor and digital content creator. And if you like scuba diving content involving gear configuration, tips, dive sites, and so much more, then dive down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and ring that dive bell. That way you'll never miss any of our exciting content, because I use all my years of experience as a diver, dive master, and instructor to help improve your dives. Last week, we took a trip over to the east coast town of Pompano Beach, Florida to dive a wreck that I've never been on. If you remember, I previously said that every diver eventually finds their niche in scuba, and that mine is spearfishing and wreck diving. Well, my buddy Justin invited me over to explore the wreck that I've never been on before, the Lady Luck, and well, I just couldn't resist. So I packed my bags, the dive gear, and I headed out for the weekend. Now, I'm going to show you the footage of the wreck first, but stick around to the end because I'm going to give you all the helpful details and information of the site and my opinion on if you should add this to your itinerary. So grab your popcorn and a soda and let the show begin. I hope you all enjoyed the footage of this wreck and getting sort of a virtual tour of it. Now, as promised, I'm going to give you some details and information if you'd like to dive into it yourself. So let's start with the history. Lady Luck, formerly known as the Newtown Creek, was built in 1967 by Wiley Manufacturing Company. She operated as a sludge tanker for nearly 50 years and would move sludge from plants in New York without dewatering facilities to plants with dewatering facilities, and that would convert the sludge into fertilizer pellets. Now, the Newtown Creek was decommissioned in the summer of 2014 and put up for auction by the City of New York. On March 1st, 2016, Shipwreck Park Foundation of Pompano Beach purchased the Newtown Creek from New York City, thanks to generous donations from the Isle Casino Racing in the city of Pompano Beach. After several delays, on April 18, 2016, the ship was towed from New York, arriving in Miami on April 24th. On July 23, 2016, the Lady Luck was sunk to the bottom, creating one of South Florida's largest artificial reefs. Now, this wreck is a 324-foot long, 50-foot wide tanker that rises nearly 60 feet from the surface at her mast. This wreck was converted to be one of the world's first underwater casinos. An artist by the name of Dennis McDonald created a larger-than-life-size casino on the deck with octopus dealers, slot machines, and card sharks playing a round of Hold'em. You can swim down and find an open seat at that table and gamble on a great photo opportunity. However, it has been a while since the ship was sunk, so most of the memorabilia is covered in coral, but you can still make out the majority of them. The ship's web of pipes and structures makes for a great fish haven and backdrop. But stop by the bridge for a panoramic view of the ship. Now, the depth for this dive is approximately 130 feet to the sand. Now, because of the depth and the massive size of this wreck, I would recommend taking a larger cylinder with you. A simple Al-80 just isn't going to cut it. You'll pretty much get down there, swim around for a few minutes, and have to begin your safe descent immediately. Pretty much all the local dive shops in that area rent bigger steel tanks, but call ahead just to make sure you can reserve one. For myself and my buddy Justin, we're both technical divers and opted to make this an extended dive. I dove with my twin set LP85s, and Justin chose his rebreather. Now, we both had plenty of gas planned for the dive, including for deco stops. Your gas planning will depend on your SAC and your RMV, so with some math and planning, you should be able to map out your dive accordingly. As always, I recommend doing it on paper and checking it with your dive computer just to make sure everything is aligned. Obviously, you'll need to be certified at a technical level with a minimum of ANDP and advanced rec diving. But even if you're just a recreational diver, as you can tell from the video, there's plenty to see and photograph on the outside of the ship. For those of you who are certified in advanced rec diving and plan to penetrate, I would advise to be careful when proceeding through the hatches and other openings. They are tight on this wreck and will require some strategic maneuvering if you're diving with twins and multiple stage bottles. Now, for this dive, we went with Aqua Life Divers in Pompano and had a wonderful experience. I'll definitely be hitting them up next time we're in the area. This charter offers a pretty awesome benefit. If you're the first person to book a dive for a particular day, then you get to choose the site they go to. Justin and I were the first to book on our day, so everybody on the boat went where we wanted to, and since we were tech diving, all the other recreational divers got to do a double dip. In my opinion, this wreck gets 2 fins up. I would definitely dive it again. I had a great time. I can't say enough good things about it. And it's a great wreck to teach on. ANDP, advanced wreck diving. Definitely, whether you're recreational or a technical diver, I recommend you check it out. Ladies and gents, let me know what you think about this wreck. Have you ever dove it? Are there other wrecks in Florida that you'd like to see a video on? And as always, if you enjoyed this content, it would really make my day if you could dive down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and ring that dive bell. And just over here, I'll let YouTube algorithm choose a video especially for you because YouTube thinks you'll like it, so it has to be true. Go ahead and click on it. Ah, it feels so good. I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, plan your dive and dive your plan.